morning. My name is Marko Hainen. I'm the founder of the Help the Oceans, and thank you for following me. As the Help the Oceans is not a single man change the world. Absolutely not. So today we actually talk about something which is, on my perspective, is something really nice. First of all, thank you for all of you 27 YouTube followers. We have one new, which is just a couple of days ago. And thank you very much for the subscribe. And if you feel comfortable, and I hope you do, please share to your network and encourage the people to start subscribe and following the Help the Oceans, because as I said it so many times, Help the Oceans is not single person change the world. No, it's the team effort, because one person can't do. One person can talk, one person can sail, one person can film. That's already 1, 2, 3, 4 persons. One person have only 2 hands and one mouth where is the sometimes very ignorant sounds coming out. But having said that one, I'm wondering actually, as I'm not a shy person, I can talk to anybody. That is absolutely no problem. I contacted several, I can say probably about 50, 60 times CNN, same amount the BBC, BBC Earth, Fox. Al Jazeera is the new one actually on my connections over there. And guess what? None of the media is interested because, first of all, I know that one. I don't have a name. I don't have a public profile. I'm not a millionaire. So basically, at the moment, those ones who get in the time and get the basically news around the world have to have a money, have to have a name. I do have my own name, which is my mom and dad give it to me when I was born. I do have a name. Unfortunately, I'm not the famous rich kid who's just using drugs and that kind of things and do nothing else. I'm just a single person born in Finland, which is one of the world's economic countries and of course plastic-free countries, and they do talk as all the other nations. They keep on talking all the time. Do they doing as a Finland is a small population? Not so much. They just keep on talking. But why in earth there is billionaires? It's a lot of them. A lot of you. I mean, you probably don't even look at it because you just don't care. You just like the pages and yes, I'm in several groups in all over the network. And they just keep on liking, but even I send several emails, I send several messages for those rich people. Let's take I would say, let's take a few. I sent it to Bill Clinton. I sent to Oprah. And then I sent a few other ones. Tony Fernandez, which is running on Air Asia at the moment. So I also contacted the BBC Earth. I contacted Discovery and I submitted on the Discovery, and many of those company representatives, or let's say CEOs, EVPs, CIOs, many of them actually follow me. Many is on my short list on LinkedIn. Once they are actually following me and once they are connected with me, I do send them in usually a lot of information. And what do I get it back? Nothing. Zero. Nada. So only what they're looking for, just the connections without any actions actually. I do have to take it up in a mention to you as you, those ones who follow me. Thank you again. I did actually attach to Greta Thunberg, the little Swedish teenager who has got the world attention with a really, really good reason. As if you look at the one video backwards on this one, you see actually what is actually climate change is doing on the world. And talk about the climate change and the ocean pollution, they are connected and they will follow you. They might even overtake your house more than they are doing now. Because once the climate change, the climate temperature is getting higher, ice and snow melt, ocean rise up, and then it will take over the world more than it is now. And I make it really, really clear on my previous video. You look it over there, you can see I go continent after continent and some details also. How much actually the ocean will invade the countries where the human population living at the moment. There is a really, really good 3D video clip what I'm actually moving on the earth and show it to you and talking at the same time what is actually happening over there. And I got nothing basically. Help the oceans need funding. So please, those of you who has rich cousins, or you, if you're a politician, probably no politicians, they don't even dare to follow me because I don't care about your political view. I care about the ocean pollution. And I do support the Greta Thunberg regarding the ocean. She's talking about the ocean, she talks about climate change. Her main topic is climate change. And yes, I live in Thailand. It's damn hot in here for those of you who's not familiar. Not for me. I don't give a damn. It's 35 degrees at the moment and it is 7:45 in the morning, which is almost, what is it? Oh, 120 outside. I don't even have an aircon. I don't need aircon. I'm so familiar with the hot tropical climate. Are you? You in the USA, you in Europe, you're living on your home. And yes, only what I can see all over the social networks now, people just complaining. It's so hot. And when they have a power failure, the whole world is going to collapse because they can't have their aircon on. Wake up, people. You complain you don't have electricity, but you care basically nothing what is actually world is heading to. And I actually looked at it yesterday on the TV. My TV is over there, by the way, which is still cheap. I'm looking for the BBC Earth, and there was a BBC Earth a program called Climate Change. And it's actually focusing a lot. Even 1.5 degree temperature rising or 0.5 degrees Celsius temperature rising, it's melting Antarctica. And really understand, when the ice melts, the water have to go somewhere. Ocean is covering now 70% of the where we humans living called Earth. 70% is water. So what happened if all the ice melts? And yeah, now you just, those of you, unfortunately, that is always. I don't mind. It's not going to happen on my lifetime. So you just don't care about the future because you don't live in the future. You're dead, like all we are. But me, as I work on the 34 years at Oceans, I've seen it all. Ocean is a nice place, but ocean actually controls the whole world. That's how it is. Without oceans, without water, there would not be a life. Really, really simple thing. There would be no life if there is no water. You don't believe me? Have a look in like a Sahara. When there is a really, really long-term drought and Sahara, there is not so much rain. How many trees you see over there? Is there grass? Probably not. Gobi Desert. Once the raining is coming on a certain part of the Sahara, certain part of the Gobi Desert example, these are just a few, it's pop up. The rice, sorry, not the rice, the grass coming up automatically. So the seeds are there, but if they don't have a water, there's no life. But they still can live under over there and just keep themselves as alive because sort of the minimum amount of water. Once they're alive, they will pop up on so humans can see it. Okie dokie. Enough crappy talk today, and please get the fundings, all the funding links, and yes, easiest way, cost-effective way. And you can see it over there in the below the subscription, and down below on you can see the direct link for the PayPal. PayPal, I try to avoid the submitting any fundings what I got it will go to the, let's say, all the other ones what I'm using over there as well. There is a lot of other things as well. Because they need to deduct certain amount of your funding. It goes to their organization because they need to run their business. So what I calculate actually on the long term, I calculate if you submitted a direct PayPal funding, all the funding people, if you like, your name will be published. If you want me to publish on the amount you supply for the funding, I will do that one. If you don't, that is completely up to you. I can publish your name if you want. If you don't, just let me know. Because that saves most of the funding. Even the PayPal, they do have to deduct on it, but that's the most minimum part of the funding money goes to the PayPal. Having said that one, thank you very much, and basically have a look on this one in a little bit. This was the picture in the beginning, so you can actually see over here what is happening in the ocean. We have ultraviolet lights over there. There is a microplastic. There is a plastic basically because of the sun shining. It will make it biofueling, sinking, and it's gonna be by end of the oceans. And yes, even if it's the end of the oceans, you see by right corner on the picture, it will come up because that's called the living circulation. As it is, the sea mammals basically they eat, and then you eat the sea mammals. You eat the fish. Some people eat turtles, crabs, sharks. People do eat so many things. And yes, it will end up on your stomach. So please, 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 please. I've been doing this one now in the 2 years. I'm not the rich people. I don't have a funding. I don't have a media name. Only what I have, YouTube, you out there, and a lot of social network connections, including Facebook, of course. Facebook don't supply any fundings. Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg only get the money for his own pocket, and he buys more and more houses all over the world because that's what the rich people do. I have my own house. This is only what I need. But I do need the funding to get you knowing what's really happened out to the sea. Give me funding! Having said that one, my name is Marko Ainen. I'm the founder of the Health Oceans, and have a good day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, have a good sleep. See you soon. Bye bye.